That countdown is my jam.
Honestly, I had a stream earlier when I was talking about this countdown is not only my jam. I made my own countdown in Canva, Lorena. I made a new countdown for 8-Bits, my show on Wednesdays, which is canceled this week, y'all. No 8-Bits this week because it's Ignite at Microsoft. But I made a new one, and I was like, Brandon, I miss the old one. I miss the StreamYard countdown because it pumps me up. Like, I missed it. It's my jam. Lorena, we just went live, but I need to relog into your account. So if you can very securely send me your password in some way to get you logged in.
I need to remember what it is.
Okay. While you're doing that, no rush. We'll figure it out at some point in the stream. We'll get it live on your channel. But we are live on, oh my goodness, my stream, Adrian's stream, Bit Project stream, all the streams, and soon to be Lorena's stream. If you're just joining us, this is a weekly Twitch stream where we've been building a project, a top secret. No, it's not top secret. We've been building it all out in the open for y'all. Well, Adrian, do you want to explain it? You can probably explain it better than I can.
Hold on. I just realized I didn't turn off Do Not Disturb, and people are like, let's text.
Now.
So do you want me to do it with or without the whimsical?
Let me share my screen.
But you need your screen, right?
No. I'm good.
But Chloe has 10 screens.
Okay. Let me share my screen on this one. I'll just give me a moment. So many screens, too little time.
Camera one.
literally my life right now. Yeah, we're literally switching cameras, taking names over here.
So at a high level, we are building an app that will allow us to send notifications whenever things happen on Twitch. For this project, we're focusing on when someone goes online. So as we all know, for all of you wonderful people who have subscribed to one of our streams and hit that little bell icon, you get an email whenever we go online. But that's not fun. There are so many other ways that you could learn that Lorena or Chloe or I have gone online. And we're going to use Courier to help us do that. And so to make all this work, we need to create an Azure function that Twitch will communicate whenever somebody goes online. And then that Azure function is going to contact Courier, and Courier will take care of sending the message at the right channel.
Y'all, are you ready for this? I am going to change my camera, and because I'm dealing with several screens, I've figured out a very creative way to solve this, which makes me very tiny. Okay, so I'm going to make me the big boy.
Throughout the night, Chloe will also be doing a number of costume changes.
Yes.
I mean, okay, here's the most
going to be
easy
shown up by
way
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Now we can share this.
All right.
Okay.
So previously on BitCamp,
yes,
we were working on these different areas of this whimsical drawing. And so the Twitch event sub stream online event is going to fire a webhook, and it is going to hit our Azure function. And our Azure function is going to take the information from that event sub stream event, query the Twitch API. Oh gosh, she's everywhere. Oh my God, I love this. She's like Vanna. She's going to query. And Vanna, show them what they've won. It's going to query the Twitch API, Getstream info. So it's going to get a little bit more information about the stream, like the title, any tags, what game someone is playing. It's then going to take that information and make a call to Courier, where Courier is going to send the notifications. So up until this point, we've been working on the back end, and with any luck, we're going to finish the back end today. And
that's the plan.
And then next week, it's gonna be sending notifications when we go live. It's gonna be super exciting.
Speaking of going live, I'm gonna tweet that we're live.
Okay, let people know.
Let people know.
One of the things that started this whole idea, that wouldn't it be great if we could just like have something
literally
tweet for us,
automate all the things.
Yeah.
So If y'all have never live here, let me make things a little less ridiculous on the stream. So if
I don't
you've
think
never,
that's going to happen.
this is not going to happen. I'm just going to keep myself as the big boy. If you've never done a Twitch stream before, there's a lot of moving parts to letting people know that you've gone live.
Mhm.
Specifically, like, so the order of operations here, at least, with people like Adrian and myself, is not only are we going live to StreamYard, OBS, whatever it may be, but we have to update our stream info to make sure that the alert that is sent to our streamers is correct. We need to announce it to our Twitter followers. There's like all of these different incremental process things to make sure people are actually tuning in live. So the irony being, we still have to do these things until we finish the app. So pardon us while we all tweet for a moment.
Yeah. And by the way, Banana MMS, hello.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, that's a good reminder for me to actually look at the comments. Hello.
I like to make sure that we like reach out and say things so people don't be like,
We are live.
this is pre-recorded, because it's not. I mean,
We're hanging out.
we would
really
be doing a lot better, I think, if we were able to like edit things.
Well, and
Yes.
honestly, I prefer. So at first, I was super scared when I started doing live coding stream things, mainly because I was terrified of showing all my auth keys and tokens. But I think what I really enjoy about it is we've gotten stuck at a bunch of parts where people in the comments have helped us,
Oh my
like
gosh.
through this process.
Y'all have
And-
been so helpful.
Yeah, and like that's been like I was talking about this with some coworkers recently. The thing that I love about live streaming coding stuff is it's like pair programming with the world, because PJ and I are not good at regex, and like we had you, Adrian, you helped us with regex in the chat.
I'm really good at regex when there's the right Stack Overflow article to help me.
I'm tweeting, building the back end.
I don't love regex yet. I would like to. I think it's like super fascinating. I tried to use it to solve a timed technical challenge for Twilio, and like it did not work.
Ooh, was regex part of the Hackbreak curriculum? Marina?
We did like one lecture on it. So we got like a general overview and like some resources to like keep working on it, but then after that day we never used it in class. So when it was like my idea for like I could solve this problem with regex, and I was like, I don't remember any regex. How much regex can I learn in this 45-minute time challenge? Not enough.
So I remember my Pinterest take-home challenge when I was applying to their internship program back in 2017 had regex in it, and I still have a very like emotional response to regex, because when you're under a time constraint like that, it's stressful. And then additionally, I had only learned it in that one thing in Hackbright, and then I feel like whenever it pops back up, I have to completely relearn it all over again. So, I love it. I think it's a really useful tool, but like I constantly find myself having to like relearn it from scratch every single time.
Yeah.
Okay, I tweeted.
Okay, you tweeted. Yeah, so hopefully we finish up the back end today, and then next week, which will be our last episode for this project, we want to tackle the front end where people can subscribe to be notified.
Yes.
In the manner of their choice too, maybe, right?
Yeah.
So they can like choose if they want a text or an email, which in the case of this project, an email is not super exciting since Twitch can do that for us too, but we can use this technology for lots of things.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I'm logging in, Lorena, to her account, so I'm reconnecting.
So I can be a part of this party too.
Vamp, everyone vamp while I get. Also, is your handle just your? Can you drop your handle real quick as well, or your username?
Oh, yes.
Thank y'all. But y'all, let's. It's been a week. We have gotten pretty far on the back end on this.
Chloe, it's Monday.
Oh my gosh, I know. Right? Monday has been a week. But I feel like we made a lot of scattered progress on this diagram last time, because while we weren't able to necessarily check anything off, we got a lot done, well, on the back end, for lack of a better term.
Well, and we had to do a lot of debugging on the way some of our JSON was importing into Azure. So we got a lot of debug
the
help.
case sensitivity on the header names.
Oy, oy, oy. Yeah.
We figured it out.
Always fun. We figured it out. Does anyone know what musical that's from?
Nope.
Pajama Game.
Oh.
Nice. I've never seen it.
The Pajama Game is the game I'm in. It's a weird show, y'all. It's about unions, actually, which is fascinating.
I'm sure I've like heard the music on like a classic Broadway Spotify playlist.
You know the songs like "Hey There, You with the Stars in Your Eyes." That's from Pajama Game.
Mm-hmm.
There once was a man who loved a woman. That's from Pajama Game. It's got some bops.
It's from like the 50s, right? It's like a real classic.
Literally, it is a show about unions. Like, it's about the pajama makers union trying to get 7.5-cent raise on their paychecks.
All right.
Yeah.
Guha, hi. How's it going? Thank you for joining us.
Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get Lorena logged in here. In the meantime, how was y'all's weeks? What did you do during this fine
weekend?
Well, since last Monday. I mean, it's been a whole week since last
that's
time
right.
we were together.
Yeah, man.
I submitted a pull request to the Twitch CLI.
Great.
And that's going to help us out tonight.
A token from your phone real quick.
Okay. On it.
Okay, so you submitted a pull request.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we've been using the Twitch CLI to test this along the way. So we use it for subscription verification to test that was working.
Right.
And one thing that it was missing was the ability to fire test events for Stream Online, which is what we're going to use. And so on my stream last Friday, I put that in and I was able to submit a pull request, but it has not been accepted yet. But it works on my computer, so we're going to use it for my computer.
Well, that's
to
what
test
matters.
This out. So, I mean, coming soon to a Twitch CLI near you.
I clicked out of a thing and now I got to send it again. Sorry.
Oh no.
I'll
just they reset every 30 seconds, so I'll just keep.
Okay, hold on. This is musical chairs. Okay, now send one.
Okay. It's still the same for 3 more seconds, so just
okay. I don't trust my fingers.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, that's the new
one. Okay, this one.
Okay, yay! This is the beauty of
collaborating.
Yes, doing it live.
And people who work for companies having all of the access to their company things and me not.
What doesn't help as well is that I have issues with numbers because I have dyscalculia. So anytime that I get one of the, I'm so thankful for that feature on Android that's like, do you want us to automatically copy what looks to be this confirmation code? Because just 6 is my maximum that I can keep in my brain without it totally leaving my brain immediately. Okay, we are streaming to 3, 2, 1. You are live now. Lorena is live.
How exciting. I'm live.
Yay. And now,
on my own channel.
I'm going to log out of your account because I'm now logged into yours.
Got it.
And log into my own account. And then we'll be ready to play.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Okay. But that's exciting. So you submitted a pull request. Is there any update on it?
Not yet. But, they probably weren't working over the weekend.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
That's fair.
Cool.
But this is something that's going to help us today and is going to help lots of other people if they accept your pull request, right?
Yeah, because as soon as this gets released to a regular release, I'm going to update my blog posts to use it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thanks for being a good community member, Adrian.
I try.
Okay.
I mean, it's all written in Go, so that was an experience.
Oh.
Wow.
I have not played with Go at all yet.
I have not either.
You gotta love those strongly typed compiled languages.
I always think when I think of Go, I think of this video that my boyfriend sent me once of it was some sort of choir singing code and go, and I was like, that's cute. It's a cute community moment. Okay, I am now all set up. We're streaming into Lorena's stream. We got 14 people tuned in. Let us know in the chat what brings you here today. Are you a project BitCamp
Oh,
student,
yeah.
you just join in for funsies, you just want to learn about Azure Functions, I'm genuinely curious. Let
Coming
us
for
know.
those deep musical cuts.
Yeah, so y'all, let us know in the chat. We've been playing around with the idea of just turning this into a musical theater themed coding stream after this, because we get into the deep niche cuts of musical theater behind and in front of the scenes here. We are 3 musical theater nerds just coding something with Courier and Azure. Yeah. Okay, favorite musicals real quick, and then we'll get started. Just kidding.
My favorite musical is 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Solid. A bop.
I'm like,
Adrian?
what? How can I choose? So
I know.
I it's a lot of A New Brain and
Oh, I
You
love
like
that
title
one
of
too.
show?
And,
Title of show's up there for you, I think, right?
it is, but like it's always been like A New Brain and
A New Brain. Interesting. I'm not
love that
super
show.
familiar.
What's
I mean, I
the-
love his stuff.
I was the mom in
Next to
that
Normal.
show.
Next to Normal.
Oh.
Those are my 2 that are like dueling.
Both
Excellent.
But
so
they're
good.
both about like, like bipolar disorder and like a brain
And like
aneurysm.
brain damage.
Yes.
Yeah. A New
Mhm.
Brain is a wonderful show. I got to be the Jewish mom in that.
Oh,
Nice.
At like age
I saw
22.
Anna Gasteyer play it.
Really?
Yeah,
Awesome.
it was at City
Dang.
Center. And so if you go to Spotify, the recording that they have on Spotify is from City Center. And
Okay.
I saw it there, and it's amazing. And Anna Gasteyer is a treasure.
One of my favorite songs from this is getting niche, y'all. One of my favorite songs from the Equity recording, like the Broadway Equity Fights AIDS recording of Hair, is the track that Anna Gasteyer does of Dead End. And I used to use it as an audition song all the time. She has a fabulous voice. If y'all don't know who we're talking about, Anna Gasteyer was fabulous in Reefer Madness the movie. Like she can belt. Like
she's was
from
Elphaba
SNL.
on Broadway in Wicked.
Yeah.
Like
and in Chicago.
And wasn't she also in? Oh no, that was Julia Murney. I was gonna say she was in Wild Party, but maybe she was in one of the Wild Parties. I don't remember. But y'all, if you only know Anna Gasteyer as like the piano lady with Will Ferrell from Saturday Night Live, you are missing out on like a range. She is a beltress. She slays every time. Okay, so we are all good to go now, y'all. I am just
all right. Let's do this.
Putting together.
Are we gonna share the Visual Studio?
Yes.
Share?
Let me get the right thing shared here. Dealing with all the screens.
So we all work on the same code using Video Studio Live Share.
We do. In fact, we do. Let me get my background set up here. Yeah.
I think we need to get you like a real green screen.
I do have a real green screen. It's just not behind me right now. Okay, let me get VS Code shared. So for those of you who are joining us for the first time, we've all been collaboratively coding on this through VS Code Live Share, as we mentioned before. I have to share from the other screen. This is what's going on here. Okay.
It's like kind of think of it as a hackathon that only happens one day at a time for a couple hours.
It really is. It truly is. But in the meantime, as I get my screen set up here, Lorena, how's your week been? How goes the job search?
The job search goes. I turned in a big technical take-home last week for a job, which shall remain nameless right now. I cried a lot. I cried a lot.
Those take-home things, at least for neurodiverse folks like myself, can be really brutal. I feel you.
Their docs were not junior dev friendly, as I discovered, because I'm like, what's a YAML? Now, how do I find the YAML? You're telling me to put this thing in the YAML, but I don't even know what that is.
You serve them in Thanksgiving. You put marshmallows on top.
But so I did finally. I did finally.
It took me a second, but I appreciate that.
I got it. But yeah, so I did discover their docs were not super user friendly. I did get the assignment up and running, not in the amount of time that they said to spend on it. I spent so much time on it. They said spend 4 hours. I probably spent about 12 plus hours before I even got their product integrated into my app so that I could start exploring it.
Did you
This
share
sounds
the
so
Did you share the
familiar.
link?
Oh, I need to do that.
Yeah,
Yes.
but don't share
Share. Okay, let me unshare. This is musical screens. Y'all, if you knew, like, if you ask me, like, Chloe, like, what keeps you up at night? I literally wake up in the middle of the night and I will just like text PJ and be like, did we accidentally share our stream keys?
I shared my keys. Mm-hmm.
It's my life. But luckily, and I only unshared because I'm paranoid, VS Code live share is built in such a way that it actually doesn't share it publicly. So I could have just kept sharing it. But I'm just literally, this is what keeps me up at night.
We'll all get through this. We're all going to move forward.
It's truly what keeps me
We're
up
going
at
to be
night.
coding very soon.
Oh, and then I'm like, and then I get paranoid that I'm going to put it in the public chat instead of the private chat. It's like, this is the stuff that keeps me up at night, y'all. Okay. I have now, what computer is this copied to? This one. Okay. Yes. Y'all, so many screens.
Yeah.
I'm getting a new laptop though, so that's exciting.
Ooh, that is exciting.
I'm trying to, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I work off of an 11-year-old MacBook, which has been great until I started streaming, and then it severely slows down everything. And also I can't install like industry things like Docker that like lots of people use and like is required for like some of the take homes I've been assigned and stuff. And like,
so I don't know if the timing could have been any more perfect on what you just said, Lorena, because I don't know if it was just on my end, but your computer kind of cut out when you're like, I have a really old 10-year-old MacBook. It was like,
of course it did, because I tried to click on this VS Code link.
I feel you, girl. When I was finishing up my boot camp, like my laptop was on its last final legs. So when I got that like work device sent to me for my first job, I was like, I can open an email and it doesn't take 2 minutes. Like, it's life changing.
Yeah. I know. I was trying to hold out.
I'm in.
Like, when I get a job, they will give me better technology, but I cannot wait.
Yeah, I feel ya. Okay, Adrian has joined. So if y'all have never used VS Code Live Share before, it's really great. And for pairing together, I talked about our stream during a Microsoft Student Ambassador event on Saturday, because we had some folks from the VS Code team do a presentation about Live Share. And I was like, I use Live Share all the time. Like, I talked about our stream. So teaching the children, Okay. Ooh, comments. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes. All right.
And I am just behind the scenes making sure. So before we started streaming, y'all, we did a little set it and forget it for y'all, so we wouldn't accidentally share our keys, but also make the stream a little bit more enjoyable for y'all. Adrian, you can probably explain a little bit better some of the things that we've done, but around the courier keys that we needed.
Yeah, so last week we set Lorena up with her very own Courier account, which y'all could go and do for free if you go to courier.com.
Courier's start process was very user-friendly for a junior developer. We went through it live. I didn't actually need any help from Adrian to get it up and running.
She's not paid for this. She's not. I'm making
the only help she got from me was from the docs that I might have helped write.
Here, I'm going to put a banner at the bottom here for Courier so people can go check it out.
Ooh, a banner.
Yeah, Courier was super user-friendly. And then the little bit of homework that I did this week to get Courier integrated with with Twilio and SendGrid was also super user-friendly. Like, I had a very easy time getting everything linked together today. So
yeah, so we didn't want to have you set through her signing up for SendGrid, signing up for Twilio, and adding those keys to and creating those integrations. So we went ahead and did that behind the scenes, and then we also found her Courier auth token, and we had Chloe put that as an environment variable. So we're using the environment variable Courier_auth_ token, all uppercase, and that's going to be nice. Because we're going to be using the Courier Node SDK here pretty soon, and that's going to allow us to not have to enter that auth token because the SDK knows to look for that variable.
And I was just going to show real quick. I'm like, what screen is what? Like, who am I? Where am I?
I am waiting to be accepted into this
yes. Let me
VS
accept
Code.
you. I accept you.
Thank you.
I accept you as a person. I was just going to show real quick. I accept you as a person. I accept you in my VS Code live share. So to explain real quick, because we just said a lot of things that maybe didn't make sense to folks. We can set this all up, of course, in our code, but to be secure for the sake of this particular project, we basically just went in here ahead of time and here, let me actually get it to the screen that we wanted on. But we went in here ahead of time and just set up the variables so our life would be a little bit easier. But while I get that up, of course, I'm on the wrong thing here. But yeah, we just wanted to make sure that we did that more to make sure that we didn't accidentally share anything we didn't want to share, because of course we want to keep all of your auth tokens secure as a best practice, especially when we're streaming. But I'm going to bring up our Hey Rube app here in a sec so we can peep it. And let's see. In the meantime, in the chat, let us know how you're feeling about us doing this today.
They have all the confidence in the world. We're going to do this.
Confidence. I am just lost in this. Okay, here we go. Sorry, y'all. Okay, going to my function app. Going to show y'all what's going on here. Are you in, Lorena?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm just finding
here somewhere.
I see. Oh, I see you hopping around.
Okay, cool. I still am having to do it in the browser. I suspect this is also just some sort of problem with my computer being very, very old. The first time we went to share, I was able to do the share in VS Code, and since then it has not worked. So we're in a browser window, but that works.
Lorena, the product team was super excited to hear you were using it in the browser. They're like, "Oh, that's great! Someone's using it there." I was like, absolutely. Like, some people need it.
Yeah, I'm glad that that is working as an alternative option.
So y'all, this is what the Azure function looks like within the portal, just to kind of show you what we did ahead of time. We made a function previously. We went in here. We called the function Twitch, which is what we are coding in VS Code Live. So to kind of put these pieces together for y'all, this code that we have here, this is our Azure function. So this is Twitch, the exact Azure function that we're making in VS Code right now. All of the information that we need, the URL, all that fun stuff we could get right here. And then if you're just now kind of joining us for this part, we basically just went in here and added a bunch of different keys and things that we need to make sure that everything's going on behind the scenes. I don't know why this keeps going back. Let me actually get it to the right page, y'all. But that's the TLDR. That's to catch y'all up if you're just now joining us. That is where we're at with things. And I am going to actually open my window wide enough. Here we go. There we go. So we went in here, and Lorena was so kind as to go and set up the very seamless, we're not being paid for this, we truly watched it live on stream. We watched the last stream we did last week. Onboarding process of Courier. We got all those tokens that we needed. Were there any other things that we needed other than the Courier?
We also went in, and so for what we're going to be doing today, we're going to need to hit the Twitch API. And to do that, we had to create a Twitch application. Right. And so we went ahead and created that using the Twitch dev portal or console. I think it's a console.
They call it a console. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we did that so we could get a client ID and a client secret. And that's what we used to connect with the
and that is what we have here. I'm not going to show the hidden value because that's exactly why we put these in ahead of time. But really all we added, y'all. So if you're joining us and trying to follow along and you're like, oh my gosh, like they skipped ahead in time. This is all we did. We set up the Courier account, which y'all watched on the stream last time. You can check that out. Well, there's going to be a video of that's live on YouTube in a little bit. And we got the info, the two things from that, right, Adrian? Two different keys from
The-
Courier?
No, we just got the one. We got
The
the
one.
Courier auth
token.
token.
The Courier
Well,
auth token.
But what I did with Courier was I followed their super easy instructions to integrate with Twilio and with SendGrid so that we can send texts and emails. And I plugged my auth tokens for those platforms into Courier. So now Courier will do everything for us for whatever platform we need instead of having to integrate with multiple different things.
And the only reason we didn't do that on Cam, y'all, is mainly for security issues and to not bore y'all with like the UI of us having to log in and honestly the anxiety of us having to log into all these things on stream. So if you're just now joining us and trying to follow along, please feel free to tweet questions at us or to comment them in the chat. We're happy to catch you up. But we wanted to kind of infomercial this for y'all because we want to build like the fun, not the fun necessarily, but the meat and potatoes of the code.
Yeah,
so to speak.
Sure.
But Adrian's docs on Courier were super easy to follow to get those integrations set up and ready for today.
Live. It was seamless. There was never a moment of like, wait, what? Like, Adrian, really? We love the docs.
And if you have any questions about using Courier, you can go to my Twitter, which is my @it'sadrian, and I have a brand new Beacons AI link in my Twitter profile, and there is a link to our Discord.
We're gonna make you the big boy so they can see your cancel.
So that's you can go find me on the on Twitter and click on my Beacons AI website thingy and find me in our Discord, and I'm happy to walk you through anything.
Amazing. And like seriously, y'all, like I just and Lorena, I'm sure you can speak to this, especially as someone who's just starting out in the industry. There's such a barrier to entry on like if you want people to use your APIs. I'm gonna get on my soapbox. I don't have my TED Talk filter on right now, but truly, like if you want people to use your APIs, like have the documentation be good. Like I struggled so much with like there's just so much inherent and assumed knowledge and so much documentation as a junior dev. And I know we can't build everything from scratch, like with the assumption that no one knows how to code. But even as someone who had just gone through, you know, a pretty intense amount of like self-taught and bootcamp curriculum, like make sure that you kind of have to handhold your onboarding with people. And Courier, we bow to your goodness. Lorena, I know, has been doing a lot of interviews where she's had to like play with the APIs, and she can tell you.
Yeah,
it ain't all easy.
Some are easier than others.
Do y'all have any favorite docs, real quick, before we get started on stuff? Mine's Twilio and Courier.
I have had an easy time with both of those, so I'll say that. Yeah. I'm told my docs are very nice on my READMEs for my apps that I have built.
Nice.
Just saying.
Yeah.
We'd love to see it.
After the Adopt a Dev interview, somebody that was watching reached out to me and offered to like look at all my stuff and see how it was coming along. And she was like, "Oh my God, your docs are so nice." She was like, "How can we make sure people go to your GitHub and look at your docs?" And I was like, "I don't know. If you think of a way, then you tell me."
I love this comment. Chloe's shirt blends in with her shirt. It looks like she has great buff shoulders, very small.
She's been working out.
I love that. It makes my t-shirt look like so big. I love that. I should probably put a little jacket on so it doesn't look like I'm floating.
Well,
my mom would be so upset. She'd be like, as a costume designer, you can't blend into the background. Yeah, it's an illusion.
Shall we start coding?
Let's do it. Yeah. Okay, so here's to catch y'all up. We just added all of the client secret stuff ahead of time, and really the only thing that we added here is the Twitch client ID, the Twitch client secret, and the Courier auth token. Which
so you put those in the it looks like the configuration tab of your Azure account.
I did, and I could have. There is a world in which I could have, written that in the code as well and had a secrets file. But I think for the sake of visualization, since we were doing a little bit of stuff, and also just for the sake of not revealing our codes to all of humanity and having Chloe having to wake up in the middle of the night again.
Yeah.
So I will move this, and we will just take
environment variables are your friend.
Oh my gosh, absolutely right. And I'm going to make sure that I saved all of those. Yes, we did. All right, let's get coding, shall we?
All right. So the function that as we left it, it checks to see if you are sending a post, And if you don't, it just returns a 405 because we don't support any other methods. And then it's grabbing the information from Twitch and doing a nice little context log. So right now it's just accepting everything, and it's saying, receiving what type of notification, and then for what broadcaster. And then it's also doing a little, here's all of the event information that's been sent over. So something nice for our log so we can see what's happening. What we want to do today is we want to specifically check for the stream.online event. Okay. And before we, can I highlight? Yeah. So before we do a context dot respond with our 200 status, we're going to want to check for that and check for that event and run a function on it. So to make things easier, it might be easier just for me to paste in this little piece of code, and then we just talk about it. So I've done this many times before, and I have glitch apps that have this coded, and so I'm just going to put it in.
We love it. We love it.
I'm going to quickly change
us through what it does.
Console to context.
Yep. Which we learned on a previous stream that when we're working in Azure, it's not a console log like it is in regular JavaScript. We have to do a context log. I'm
trying to, okay, that looks good enough. All right, so what we want to do is we're going to check the type. You can see that we pulled that off of rec.body.subscription. And if it is triple equal to stream.online, then we are going to run a function that we are going to create here in a moment and pass it the event. And text is greater than sol. I don't know. Was there something wrong? I don't know. And I'm just wrapping that in a try catch in case there's any issues that we can log that out. But also, like I think Node is moving to where you have to have like a try catch or something.
Sorry.
Context versus console. I get it.
Oh,
I thought I had a typo. So what we'll do is, I guess up at the top of the file, we'll create us a little space, and we should probably put that function in that we're calling. So I'll just type it really quick. So we're gonna do send. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. So that's I see a delay.
I love this. I love that we're learning because you're like, I got frustrated and I built this and I did a whole blog around it. Let me teach you. Let me pass on the knowledge. I'm like, please.
Instead of doing, I guess we want it to take an event. So this is the function that's going to run and actually call Courier. And so what we're doing is we're running it, and we're not awaiting it because we want to be able to respond to Twitch as soon as we can. So that way Twitch doesn't go, oh Lord, they didn't get it. Let's send it again. I thought I read something else, Chloe.
No, just me.
Just you. Okay. And so in this function, which is up at the top, can you scroll up?
Oh, yes. I'm like, which computer would you like me to scroll up on? There we go.
Okay, so in this function, the job of it is to take the information that's inside this event, look up more information using Twitch, and then sending that all over to Courier. And so can we do an npm install? We need to install the Courier SDK and Twitch.js.
Okay.
So I think, do you have to do it on your side, Chloe?
I do. Yeah. Let me get my terminal up here.
I was like, I'm ready with my terminal. Oh,
I'm ready.
It's not my Azure.
Not my Azure. Yeah, we're doing this little Frankenstein-y, y'all. So bear with us. It'll all make sense in the end. Okay. Let me get on the right computer here. Alrighty. What do I need to do?
So npm space install.
Yes. Oops. I did double spaces, I think. There we go. npm. Cool.
And then try Courier.
Oh,
can you hit tab? Have you already done that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Wait, for some reason it's freezing when I try to tap it. Okay, weird.
Yeah, just do it again. And then space discord.js. Sorry, twitch.js.
Twitch.js. And I think that's from our turnip timer that it's populating.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because
you have all of these in the same thing.
Okay. Twitch.js, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that should install the Courier, the Courier, and Twitch. Oh no, what's this?
Let's see. Not found.
Is it? Hold on a minute, and I will look. Oh, you know what? There's different things we have to install. So it is. Oh, come on.
All good. We're learning as we go.
Oh, it's just Twitch.
Oh, okay.
So you need to install Twitch and Twitch-auth.
Do I do Twitch first?
Yeah.
Just Twitch first?
Yeah, space Twitch-auth.
Auth. Like this?
Yeah.
Also, is today Mario Day, Adrian?
Yeah, it became available, and from what I understand, okay, so we were talking about Animal Crossing now.
Yes.
Today in Nook's store, the Nook online store or whatever inside Animal Crossing, you can buy a number of Mario themed clothing and objects, and you can only buy like 6 things a day.
I'm gonna have this on the ready.
Yeah.
For when we're done here.
So we're gonna have to do it like over time. But I went ahead and bought all of the clothes so I could dress as Luigi.
Heck yeah.
But from what it says is they're not going away.
Okay, good.
So it's just going to be a permanent part of the store now. So you don't have to worry about getting them all by a certain time.
That's great news because it's almost 6 here, and I was like, "This! Oh my god!" So if you hear in the background, that's just me making sure that I get my Luigi on at some point during this stream. Okay. So, that worked. Cool.
Great. I am going to copy some more code just because we need to get this Twitch client up and going. And so I'm going to go at the top here, paste this in. And so,
here, let me go
and then I'm going to change this over here to client. Yeah, and so we're going to use the packages that we just installed so we can access the Twitch API, and we're going to use that with our environment variables that Chloe saved up. So we're pulling out the Twitch API client and the client credential auth provider that the API client needs to go through the OAuth flow and grab an access token, yada, yada, yada. And then I'm pulling out the client ID and the client secret from the environment variables.
Nice.
And then I'm creating an auth provider using the client credentials auth provider. And then using that, we can create our Twitch client. And so we just do a new API client and we pass it the auth provider. And this is going to allow us to grab more information about the stream that's coming back in the event.
So it's a lot of juggling of IDs, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah. So what I do in my other ones, in my other apps, like these are like Express apps, is I put this in its own file and then I just return the Twitch client. So that way I can just pull it into whatever file is using it. So it's, the Twitch client's already instantiated.
So once you have the skeleton of it, you like kind of,
Yeah.
I mean, kind of like our turnip timer, right? Like I feel like in a lot of ways, we learned a lot from putting that together to get like the credentials that we needed to,
Oh, the turnip timer.
Oh, the turnip timer.
And then while we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and pull in our Courier client. So let me copy that as well. So up here, so we're going to grab the Courier client from the package that we just pulled in. And we can create an instance of it. And so I'll just create that instance here. And so this is our Courier client. And we are passing it no parameters, because if we do that, the Courier client knows to look for the Courier_auth_token environment variable. And so that way we don't have to like stick a value in there that could be exposed or saved to GitHub or something like that, and then bad things because of it. Cool.
And then people steal all of our money.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And all of our tokens and prizes.
Yeah.
We don't want any of that.
Okay.
Honestly, it's what keeps me up at night. Just like accidentally sharing it.
Me too. I built a front end JavaScript map visualization, and with Google Maps, you can lock, because you can't hide the API key if it's front end only, but you can lock the API to only work with certain, with a specific domain.
Sure.
But it's still like Google's fancy things emailed me in the middle of the night being like, we found your API key. Are you sure it's safe? Like, we found your API key in GitHub. And I got this email at 2 a.m. and I was like, I have to get out of bed right now and double check I did this right. And I was like, I did.
Oh my gosh.
I did do it right. Nobody can use it. It's in the world, but nobody can use it because they don't have my domain name. Like, it's okay.
Yeah, I'm just always like having done it before, not on stream, but just like accidentally like being like, oh, wait a second, there's like so many different pings to my API. Like, what's going on? Be like, oh no. Like, I feel like you have to go through it once to just like have it happen to never have it happen to you again.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and paste in some more code. I feel like it's going to be more fun to like get through the code part, because there's actually not a lot to it. And then we can start sending notifications, and we can use the notifications that we created before or for last week and actually personalize them.
Cool.
So what I'm doing is I just went ahead and put a data object up there. Because I didn't want bad things to happen whenever I paste this in. And so I'm pasting this in. This is where we are using the Courier list send from the SDK. And so we're passing it an event ID, and we're just going to call it Twitch Online. And we'll map that to the notification that we create here in a moment. And then we'll give it a list. And I think I'm going to call this marina.twitch.online. And so with Courier, there are two ways that you can send. You can do a regular send where it's a very one-to-one. So you are sending one notification to one recipient. We also have where you can do a list send. And this is where you can send one notification to multiple recipients. And so we will set this up with a list, and we can subscribe different people to that list, which we probably could have done beforehand, but it's fine.
What I like about this is, does this also, Adrian, make it kind of like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like GDPR compliant, and that like they're not subscribing to a newsletter in this case. It's more like it's kind of an interesting, like this project in general is kind of an interesting workaround for that with Courier, I would imagine, right?
I mean, you're subscribing to something. You're
right.
It's not like a marketing message. It's a notification. It's like a transactional message.
I'm just so excited to get this working, because like I don't know. It feels like using Courier to do this feels less. I'm not one to make a newsletter per se, but I do want people to know when I'm doing things. So like having this set it and forget it is like hashtag goals. I'm so excited.
And so if you scroll up just a little bit more so we can see what's going on. Just a little bit. Oh, sorry, scroll down. There we go. Okay. And so it's actually so scroll up just a little bit so we can see all of Send Online.
I think you might have scrolling controls through.
No, is that nope. Whenever I scroll, nothing happens on that side. Okay.
I think that's something I can enable, but
so right now we are passing an empty data. And so data is how you pass information over to Courier, and it can be used as like substitution values. So, like the title of the stream, the name of the broadcaster, etc. And what I've done is, using all of that stuff we did for the Twitch API, is I wrote a function that just grabs all this stuff for us.
Cool.
And I'm going to copy that right now. Except I keep missing. Okay. Doing well. Doing well. And so I'm going to paste this right under. Except what? Oh, okay, it's fine. I'm looking at like all the cursors on here. So like there's a yellow one, and I was like, that's not me. So if you scroll just a little bit, do you see the Getstream data function? And so what this is doing is it's using the Twitch client that we set up above, and it's getting the stream by user ID. So then we have the stream object. And then from that stream, we can get the information about the user and the information about the game. So like right now, the game that we are playing is, I think,
talk shows and podcasts.
Talk shows and podcasts. But maybe you'll be playing like, Super Mario, or Dead by Daylight, or Animal Crossing. So it could be all of that. And so we're getting all that information using the Twitch API in just those 3 lines. And then the next thing we're doing is we're just building a data object that we're going to return. And the reason you see me like pull all the individual things out is because these are actually class objects. And so you can't just like throw it in there. You got to pull it back out, or weird things happening. But then also I'm doing some modifications to like the thumbnail URLs. So this would be fun because we can do things like, grab the thumbnail of the current thing and send it out.
With the height and with the size we want it to be, it looks like, right?
Well, yeah. So you could replace it with like the height and the width of the size you wanted. What I'm doing is I'm just removing that piece. Whenever you request the thumbnail URL, like there's the thumbnail URL and the box art URL, they come with that little template on there. But if you don't take it off or replace it with actual numbers, then it breaks.
Gotcha.
Which is fun.
I'm so glad we have you for this, Adrian, because we'd be totally lost without you. So many nuances here.
Yeah, it was a lot of trial and error.
We stand on the shoulders of Adrian's on this stream.
Yes.
Okay. And so now that we have that, we can actually call this function from inside our send on line. And I'm just going to replace this line here with this empty data. If you scroll up back to the send on line. Okay, so I'm going to replace this line with a call to that function. So we're going to await getting that because it's an async function. And we're going to pass it the broadcaster user ID that's on that event object that's been sent from Twitch.
Cool.
And so now we have a data object with properties for stream, broadcaster, and game.
And that is all of our information that we could possibly need now to pass on to other things.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, I put a lot of information in there. So what I would suggest is, start with just what you need, because you don't need to pass everything over every time if you're not going to use it. But I wanted to make sure that we had plenty of stuff to play with tonight.
And then we can alter it when we decide what things we use. Then we can go in and clean up this code and get rid of the parts we're not using.
Yeah.
And I'm not super familiar with await, like async and await yet. So the await is saying, even though this is an asynchronous function, we need to wait for this thing to happen before we can move on, right? Okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of think about, you're familiar with using promises?
I struggle with them.
We won't get into it.
I've worked with them. I struggle.
Yeah, we're making asynchronous.
What about the musical promises?
Love it.
Okay, good.
So this should be ready, I think, to deploy. If I hit save. Because this has everything that we need. So we, in theory, have finished out that function and the whimsical drawing.
Cool.
Yeah, diagram.
Yeah.
The only thing that we don't have is nobody's subscribed to that list, but it's fine because that will, we won't actually be sending any notifications right now.
Should we update it?
So why don't you go ahead and deploy this function?
Okay.
And then what I can do is I can use the Twitch CLI on my side to send an event, and it should show up in Courier. Fingers crossed.
Okay. Let's see. Deploy.
And so we'll have to show your Courier account. Can you go ahead and log into that, Lorena?
Oh, me, yes. I am
it's
logged
the fun
in.
part. I'm so excited. Also, sorry, y'all. I'm muting myself. I'm eating a keto bar, so if I'm quiet, I'm just nourishing my body.
She's hungry.
We are ultimately going to end up sharing my screen, right? So let me set that up.
We'll give you 15 minutes.
We're just going to show the
Chrome. We're going to do a Chrome tab, so that we don't get that crazy recursion of this. Okay.
Yeah, we shouldn't need anything outside of the Chrome tab.
I'm like, what are my? Oh wait, no, I think this one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yes, I am logged into my Courier whenever we need to look at things on it.
The integrations tab changed. I'm like, that looks different. This is what they
watching the DevRel Discover live on cam.
My favorite was when I was on with Riley, and I discovered a new feature, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's cool!" I was like, "Wait, did you put that in there?" And she's like, "Yeah, I did."
Cool. So should I start on my homepage for this?
You can. So okay. So Chloe, did it deploy? Okay, we're good. All right, I'm going to send.
I'm going to check and see if there's any errors, but I'm pretty sure that it went pretty seamlessly.
Yeah, let's see if there's any errors, because what I'll do is I'll trigger an online event, and then what we'll do is we'll go into the data section and view it in the log.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Oh, we haven't run the function, so I guess.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to run the function. Do you want to open up the log tab just in case?
I am getting there. Let me just check one thing real quick to make sure that I'm just going to check that our auth stuff. Yep, all still the same. Cool. Are we going to run it right now?
I was going to run it right now.
Okay, let me go over to the function.
Like, you don't have to share the screen, but like it might be nice to have the log thing running just in case.
Totes. Let me get there. Let me navigate over.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Twitch CLI, which I believe is at github.com/twitchdev/twitch-CLI. And it will tell you how to install that. But I'm going to use the functionality that I just added a PR for to simulate Lorena going online on Twitch.
Okay, I'm in, and I see some success codes here from.
Good.
Do I? Oh, I was like, they're in the future, but I guess it's UTC. So I was like, how did
UTC?
It ran in the future, literally. But it has run successfully 2 times today.
All right.
There was one result code 4051200, but I have the logs open and I am ready when you are.
I am going to hit enter.
I'm just going to mute myself real quick while I take a bite. Oh,
okay. So I got a 200.
Do you want me to show?
No. So Lorena, if you hit the load more results, I believe will work.
Let's
Come on, big bucks, no win. How about over where it says last update 1 minute ago?
Yeah.
And hit that one.
Okay. No.
Did we get? Okay, maybe we should look at the log. Do you want to share your screen real quick? Nom 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 nom.
I was like, which computer do I need to unmute? Okay, here, I got you.
Because
share
I
screen.
need to know. There's so many things that could have gone wrong.
Okay, so here's what I got.
Ooh,
lots of
boy.
Oh, look at all that stuff.
Lots of info here. So let me make it a little bit bigger so we can make this easier to read. Okay. Come on. There we go. Let me scroll differently here, y'all. Sorry.
I know. This is so difficult to read.
My dog has started snoring. She is not interested in Azure Functions.
Get it on the Twitch. Okay. Here we go. So
let's see.
Executing. It's called via the host API. This all looks good.
I mean, it sent.
Did I see a 405 up there? I don't know if it was important.
Oh, shouldn't have been.
Where?
I think you saw the content
okay.
455.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, I see a 400 something.
So I see the. Okay, I see one of our little consoles.
Why is this?
Oh my
Hold
god!
on. Let me share it better. Sorry, y'all. I have to get it big in the.
Chloe's like, "How's this?
First.
Do you see this? Do you see this over here?
Anything?
Over here? How about this?
Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it?
Here we go.
And I'm just over here crying.
I'm crying because I can't get this to scroll. There we go. Okay.
We need a completely separate producer person.
Do.
Where's our funding?
Oh my gosh! Here, I give up. We're just gonna have to go line by line. Okay. Okay. Broadcaster.
Okay.
User
So
ID.
stream online. Receiving online requests for broadcaster. Executed function. Twitch succeeded. Oh, I wonder. Where's our one friend at? I wonder if it stopped executing because we did that response right away.
Oh.
Because you see, receiving stream online requests for test broadcaster. Ignore that. With this broadcast user ID, which is your ID. And then it shows all the information. And then it says executed Twitch functions.twitch succeeded.
So
Okay. So I think what we might need to do is actually await this send online.
Gotcha.
Okay. Instead of firing off a response and then letting it
immediately
keep doing its thing.
Because I think Azure's like, I responded. We're
I did
good.
it.
I'm gonna shut down now.
I did it.
Mom.
So I'm gonna put that await in.
Okay.
Which it should still
show it on
that's
the
me.
screen.
Okay. So if you went down to the bottom where we are calling send online. So right here, all I did was I added that await in front of it.
Okay.
Gotcha. So you think we're doing it just too soon?
I think the function is shutting down before everything is done.
Gotcha.
I think that's what's happening.
We're like, hold the door.
So do you want to go ahead and I save that. Do you want to go ahead and deploy this?
Yes.
And then I'll try again. Because there is up here in our send online function, we are doing a context log for telling it what the message ID is. So we'll know in the logs if it actually hit Courier. But from what I can tell, based on the fact that nothing showed up in your Courier logs, like it didn't even hit that.
Oh, let me go over here. Deploy it anyway. You can do it.
You can do it.
My parents' next door neighbors have a little 3-year-old, and she's obsessed with my dog while I'm visiting, and she wants to walk her and be in charge of the leash. And she leads my dog along, and she's like, "Come on, Margot, you can do it. You can do it. Come on." As she tries to tug the leash along down the street.
I need her to do that with me to get me to walk outside.
You can do it. You can do it.
Okay. It says it completed.
Yay. Okay, let me look at...
I'm going to fire this event again.
Yes, let me get the logs. Pull the logs, Kronk. Okay, here. Monitor.
I was like, do you want me to wait?
You can go for it. I'll have the logs ready here.
Boop. Okay, I got a 200. On screen! Hello, Soft Taco Raider.
Hello. Okay.
And then should I be seeing things in my logs on the Courier?
Yeah, you should.
I don't see anything right now on my end, Adrian.
Well, I sent it.
Hold on.
Are you seeing anything on your end, Lorena?
No, it still is saying the most. Oh wait, updated 10 seconds ago. Which it wasn't. No, it's still just showing from 10 minutes ago when we like logged in.
I don't know if it. Ooh, does it have anything to do with sending the same? Because I ran into this issue recently. This is more of a Twitter API thing that I couldn't send the same message within. No, yeah, because it's a testing thing, right?
Yeah. So it's like it's not running our function.
Is our function not running?
It's not running. So it's not running the function that's outside of that main. And this could be a thing where like Azure Functions aren't packaging it up right. But
let me see.
I thought
when did you run it
on Turnip Timer?
Did you get a 200?
I did get a 200. So
let me look into
it responded. And it responded nicely.
What about this? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out if timing wise. Okay, hold on. Let me show you what I'm looking at. So
show me what you're looking at.
Recent invocations here, and is this the one? The UTC time is really throwing me off here. So I think this was an earlier one.
Oh no! I mean, it would end in like 17 or something
maybe
close
16.
to 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we're still, because I didn't get anything in the logs. Like that's the thing. Like when I'm going.
Well, I mean, I can fire it again.
Here, let me open the.
Go back to the logs and we'll fire it again.
Oh wait, there's more.
But wait,
this one's new.
There's more.
Here we go.
Yeah, 15. That one could be it.
Yeah, that could be
okay.
It.
Well, that's okay. Keep going. Whoa. Okay, stream online. An error occurred sending the online notification for test broadcaster. Okay, cool.
400 at create. Okay.
Is it not?
Let's see. Error function anonymous timeout.
Keep scrolling. I need like a real thing.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh my god, it goes so long.
Okay. So, okay, can you scroll back to the top of where that is? of this message. Okay. So keep going to where we see like.
Okay, she is verbose.
Okay, an error occurred. Error request failed with status 400. Okay. So.
Okay. Process ticks and rejections. What?
Because is it send list? Okay. So there's the data that we're posting. Okay, that all looks good. Yeah, it's I don't know if we have the right token. It seems like it's an auth token problem.
Let me check the tokens because the tokens,
Yeah.
Let me check.
So what are we doing? We are continuing on our project for sending notifications based on Twitch events. And
I'm going to check the tokens.
We are running into a problem with our Azure function. We have tonight set it up to accept the stream online event and use that to send an online message. And so what we're doing is we're grabbing the broadcast user ID from the event being sent to us, and we're using that to find more information out about the stream. And then we're sending all that information over to Courier, where it's going to handle sending the notification.
So to confirm, I should be using the tokens that Lorena sent, not the ones that you sent, Adrian.
Right. And so correct. Yeah, this is one with it's the Courier auth token one. And looking,
and the Courier one looks correct. It's the one that Lorena gave me.
Yeah, is that?
I mean, that's what it looked like when I copied it out of my Courier.
Yeah, you hit the little copy button because you only see asterisks. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take it. I got an idea.
I just cross-checked them.
I have an idea. Got a theory. It could be bunnies.
It doesn't. I've got a theory. It doesn't matter.
What's that from?
That's
Oh my
the
God.
Buffy
We need
the
to have a movie
Vampire
night.
Slayer. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Once more with
musical
feeling.
episode.
Y'all, I've never seen any Buffy.
This is the problem.
I know, but
can't be
isn't this
friends
a
with
great
you
time for me
anymore.
to start? I'm all caught up on 90 Day Fiance. I need new content. Maybe I start a podcast.
Well, I do want to start by saying that this is not real life.
Wow. So very
Buffy isn't.
Yeah. My favorite podcast is a Buffy rewatch podcast, and they just got to the musical episode, so they did a full musical podcast episode for the musical episode.
I mean, the people that I know who love Buffy, who love musicals, love that episode.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a recent drag version at Oasis pre Panera. Yeah, they did a musical live stage version at Oasis Drag Club that I didn't get to see because it would have been lost on me.
All of my Buffy friends in San Francisco were like bananas over it and were going, and I was like,
I knew a bunch of people in it. I should have gone. I miss live shows, y'all.
Yeah, like every year the I think it's
54 Below does a live version in New York,
and Gay Geeks in New York does one.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, there's a few, and there's a group that does a lot of shadow casts of Rocky Horror, and they also do a yearly shadow cast of the musical episode. All of these things that could be happening if the world didn't still suck.
Wow. Stefan says one of the few who couldn't get into Buffy. I haven't given it a chance, to be honest. Like I haven't watched any of it, but I really want to. So maybe that's my next.
We like strong female characters.
Yes, smash the patriarchy.
How do we feel now about
undertones?
Like the stuff? Like it's not tainted at all by what's going on right now, right? With
well, Joss.
I mean, a lot of people were
an asshole. We already knew that. So that's not new. Those of us who are Buffy fans already knew that he was a horrible human.
Oh, so this is known in the world. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if this was like a new thing.
So some new stuff came out. One of the actors made a statement a couple weeks ago, but his wife made a huge statement a few years ago about what a trash human he was. So, or his ex-wife. And there's been other things from other actors over the years who've come out.
But I can still enjoy the content of the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not tainted.
Yeah.
Except for he's a poo-poo head and we.
Yeah. I don't support his new content, but me rewatching my DVDs that I already own is not going to hurt anybody.
It's Sarah Michelle Gellar, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Icon.
Lots of people. Michelle Trachtenberg.
Oh my gosh, icon.
Young, wee little baby Michelle Trachtenberg.
Harriet the Spy.
Yeah. After Harriet the Spy, but before like Gossip Girls. Is that what she was on for a million years?
What?
Let's see. Okay.
Hold on. I'm working on.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just looking.
I'm just trying to like open a new tab that doesn't show up. Okay.
You're fine. I'm just double checking the logs real quick to see if there's any secret hidden clues in the logs. I should probably just put them up on the screen so we can all look at them.
Temple.
Secrets of the hidden logs. You know.
And I can also open up a secret tab and double check my my auth token thing that I sent y'all and make sure that it is right. But I think it is. I made sure to pick the production one, not the demo one.
So I just used it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I, like the one that you put in there, I just used it to run something against like our messages API, and it worked.
Okay.
So there's something going on with the function. It does not like.
Okay. Let's look at
maybe I wonder if it's the. Okay, where's our? Yeah, keep going. I think it's going to be a separate entry. There we go.
Yeah.
There's the error occurred. And
Okay. Are we missing any of? No.
Because that's all the data for. I'm
That's
seeing
like all
the
my actual data, so it's obviously talking
Yeah,
to
it's
properly because that's like
it's
my
talking to
bio.
Twitch. Mhm.
Yeah. And let's see. Null prototype, function anonymous, abort, function anonymous, aborted. This error, function anonymous, timeout, pre-finish. So I think it's something to do with the await, maybe. Like there, I think we're
Well, one of
waiting
them.
on something because this was kind of like a loop. We maybe got stuck in a loop here of false parent. No.
Where's franchise today?
Yeah,
they're our favorite debugger.
we need franchise.
I know, like, and the thing is, it did send back a 200, so the function is finishing.
It's being run for sure.
Oh well, you know why? Because we're it's a try catch. Like we're catching the error, and we're just so it's not going to like stop it from being run.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. Probably because we don't have like try catches anywhere else to like stop it.
I'm just looking at all these. Let's see. Is it something to do with our tokens? Like
So
the name, the
Twitch
value?
client takes care of getting the access token. So if we were to look at the code, whenever we create the Twitch client, we have to pass it an auth provider, and the auth provider takes the client ID and the secret, and that's what it uses to get the token. And so whenever it makes the call, it knows to either use the one that's cached or to grab a new one. But it looks like the Twitch
wait,
stuff
what
is
about
working.
this? The event parameter is required. Invalid request error. So
wait
that's
a minute.
Probably
the event parameter is required.
What parameter?
Oh my gosh, I know what it is.
Oh my god, I just helped solve
You
something.
did it. It's because I converted this from a 1-to-1 send to a list send.
Oh.
And the parameter in the 1-to-1 send is event ID, and here it's just event because that's what it should have been.
No, I'm a hacker. I just figured out from all of this jargon.
One tiny little thing.
All right,
one little thing.
Deploy it. I
Let's
just
do
updated it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so hopefully it was just literally in this const message ID, blah, 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 that it just needed to be event and not event ID on line 17.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh my gosh.
You found it.
I helped.
You found the needle in the haystack.
Oh my gosh, I feel like a hacker. This is why I went to my boot camp, y'all, just to be able to read through an entire 8-paragraph essay of an error code
to find
the one word.
Oh.
That was literally just me like glazing over with my eyes being like, wait a minute, what?
Error. Here's an error. Here's the thing.
I'm a hacker. Okay.
Hack the planet.
Hack the planet.
Hack the planet.
Literally.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't have the mod bot on right now. There's a lot of things that I need to set up on my stream.
I do too. Maybe we should do a stream where we set up our stuff on our stream.
I need to set up my little emotes or whatever.
Same. I need to set up my stream deck. I need to set up my emotes. I'm just, I need to get my life together. Okay, I'm connecting to the logs. It's deploying.
It's still deploying.
We haven't run it yet. Oh, Lorena, you're reminding me I need to order glasses. So cute.
Yeah.
So
also,
cute.
Hackers is the first movie that I ever owned on DVD.
Really?
Am I dating myself?
I had it on VHS.
I mean, I think I had it like taped off TV before I owned it on DVD.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I should watch it. Another homework for me.
It's beautiful.
It's been on my list for a long time. I've really wanted to watch it.
So good. It's like 1995, I think.
So good, but like, you know.
Oh, I love it.
Angelina Jolie, a very young Angelina Jolie.
Yeah,
well,
Matthew Lillard.
How did this get made on it? I should watch it and then re-listen to how did this get made.
Okay, we're creating zip package.
This is thrilling. What a time to be alive. Anyway,
watching apps deploy.
It's been on my list for a while. Nobody steal this from me who's watching. I want to do a cover of If I Were a Boy by Beyonce, except it's If I Could Deploy, because that's like what I feel like I do all day, even just for a day. Why is it taking longer than usual?
I don't know. I don't like it.
I don't like it
Wait,
either.
it's still,
Okay, we'll give it a min.
Yeah.
Oh, the wind is picking up outside.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is that like a?
Oh, do you hear the wind?
I can hear it.
I am far from the window.
Next viral music video from Chloe. Yeah, honestly, y'all, I have a bunch of stuff that I've been wanting to do on YouTube lately, including Master Creep Theater, where I'm going to be doing dramatic readings of my DMs.
So it's your
bet
wind.
That's fascinating.
I'm right across the Hudson, so you're the one sending the wind to my window. I get it. New
Come
Jersey.
to my window. Wind.
First you take the sun, then you send the wind.
I can hear it.
Oh, now I can hear it. That was the first time I heard it. That's amazing. Are you high up in your building?
I'm on the 7th floor.
Dang.
I mean, that's not that high.
I looked at an apartment on the 21st floor, and as I walked towards the windows, my knees kind of gave out because I have a heights problem.
Oh, no.
Wind. Would that be a puppet theater? No, it would just, I think it's just, well, that's a good idea, actually. I'll think of that. I'll consider that. Okay, wait, something has happened. An error occurred.
What?
What the?
Oh, no.
What? Gateway proxy server is a problem with the page you're looking for. Okay, maybe this is just a deploy error. Should we try this again?
Try it again.
Yeah, weird. Weird. Just never happened. Okay, we saved. Yes. Okay.
We're so close.
My dog's snoring is getting louder and louder.
Okay, this is why we need to get your stream stuff together so we can stream what the people need and what the people want, which is snore pug cam.
Pug cam.
Yeah, I can now hear her through my noise canceling headphones.
Oh my gosh, wait. Now I'm going to turn up my volume so I can hear the wind, like all this ASMR.
Yeah.
If VS Code randomly says please hello owner, hashtag feels.
What the F does that mean?
Come on.
We found the error and now it just won't let us.
Oh, this looks good.
Oh, things are happening. Huzzah.
Should I play the countdown music to pump us up?
Okay.
This is why I need to set up my stream.
I am going to tell it to go again.
Oh, wait. It's not deployed yet.
It's not?
Still says deploying in the corner
Yeah,
here.
it does.
No, that's okay. I had to hit up arrow.
Syncing triggers.
Sync it.
Deployment completed. Yes. Okay, now, hold on. Let me navigate over to the logs on the screen.
And I'm going to get my
musical windows
open on Courier, and we're going to hope that something happens this time.
Okay. Big bucks, no whammies.
Let's do it.
You ready? I'm going to hit it.
I'm ready, spaghetti.
Wait, why are you hiding it?
I got scared.
You're not ready. You're lying to me. Okay, you ready? I'm going to hit it.
Yeah, hit it.
Hit it.
3, 2. Heck yeah. This looks
okay.
Like info. Oh, error. Okay, let's go to the. Hold on.
Invalid list. Oh, wait, I know what it is. It's an invalid list. Because we're sending to a list that does not exist.
A list that doesn't exist.
So I need.
What is that?
Did she freeze?
No. Oh, she did.
Here, I'm going to
create some sort of list in Courier to have a list.
I'm going to create it really quickly for you.
Okay.
I think I can do it.
That wind! Am I hearing wheezing of a pug or wind is the new game of this stream? I'm just hearing like screams like
that's the wind. My dog's snore is like a lower.
Oh my gosh. We got to get you and our friend Jason Hoover's dog like on StreamYard dueling snoring dog streams. I'd tune in for that. I would pay a monthly subscription fee to watch dogs snore on camera.
Yeah. First step, new computer, so that then I can do things like OBS and have like external cameras trained on other things like dogs. And then
actually, you know what?
Take over the world.
Throwback to Chloe in January of 2017 interviewing for her first or studying for her first technical interviews. I was doing the
Picture
Google
it, January 2013.
Sicily, January 2013. But I was literally I was house sitting and watching our friend Jason Hoover's dog, and it was snoring very loudly. And while I was studying for my Google engineering residency coding interview, I used Facebook Live to and pointed the camera towards the dog to just snore. And honestly, I think this is a market that is really untapped, Lorena. Like, you could be making like 30s of dollars.
Wow.
30s of dollars.
I just say that because that's how much money I've made on Twitch so far.
Okay.
30s, great.
All right, I'm gonna hit it again because now there is a list. There's no one subscribed to it, but it exists.
Hold on, let me get my life together and get that. Oh my goodness, this wind!
And now there's a neighbor dog barking.
I heard. I know that sound.
That is not my dog. That is the dog in the next house.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready.
Is it? Okay, I'm gonna hit it.
Oh no, now my dog's barking.
This is the ASMR version.
So scroll towards the bottom.
Hold on.
An error occurred sending
online notification for test broadcasters. Context is not defined at send online.
Oh shoot. Yeah, because we're trying to do I bet you it sent, but it failed because it was trying to do a context dot, and context isn't global.
Oh,
right.
So let me.
This wind makes it also. It's like Ichabod Crane is coding.
Hey, Lorena, can you check and see if you have an event?
It should that should be in like my login page thing.
In the logs in Courier.
I still have nothing except for my like Courier quick start from 7 minutes past the hour.
Did you hit the refresh?
I did. Yeah, it says it was
updating.
Hard nothing new.
Okay, let me see. Where all did we use context?
This is where I need my stream deck to play RuPaul's "This is the main event. Are you ready?" for all of the events that we send.
I'm gonna see what does it look like. Okay, I'm gonna change the function a little bit.
It kind of feels like there's a crowd of like screaming fans with Adrian, like
and then.
I can get a small 3-year-old to tell you can do it if that helps.
Okay, stop scrolling.
Oh, sorry.
Stop scrolling while I'm typing.
Well, no, I was just looking here. Do we need to put anything for data?
No, it's
we're
data.
Making it above online 14.
Yeah, so if the property name is the same as the variable name, then you don't have to put it's a ES20 something. Okay. So I'm changing it to where I'm passing context to send online. So line, damn it.
What?
Every time I try to go to it, you scroll and you.
Oh, does it scroll it for you?
It resets to your scroll position. Yeah.
For you, it does?
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay. Then I won't touch it. You're in control.
Hold on. Okay, so if you go to line 75.
Okay.
I modified the send online to where it took the context, so I'm just passing that through, and then it took event. And then so if you scroll back up to the top, I also changed it up there so it matches. And now whenever we call context, it should use the context that we passed over.
Okay.
So I mean, what it seems like to me is that it was trying to do context.log online notification for blah, 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 but there was no context, and so it errored.
Gotcha.
So
it was just in the wrong order almost.
Yeah, so we can save that, and you can redeploy, but I don't know why it didn't actually hit Courier. Unless it tried to execute that function, and it was like, whoa, what is this? I'm not even going to try to execute it.
Okay, I'm in the mainframe. Okay, no.
I try to break up like my stuff into readable functions, so that's why we have like send online and Getstream data, so that way it looks clean.
And it makes more sense when we come back to it.
And I would think that Azure can handle that. It's doing all the packaging.
Azure, can you handle this? I don't think
I
can handle this. Okay. We're coming up with a whole soundtrack for this project. We should make a Spotify companion playlist too. I'll watch all of them back on 2x speed, make a bunch of like notes on the stream, make a playlist of all the different songs that we've done. Okay.
Maybe we need a Broadway playlist and a pop playlist.
Yeah.
We'll cover it all. Okay, so I'm gonna trigger it again.
Yes.
You're gonna pull up the logs.
Oh, I have them in front of me, but yeah.
Okay. You're gonna share with the rest of the class.
Sir?
We want to see the logs too.
All right.
Sir?
And I got a 200. So there's that.
Okay. Nothing yet.
And we're waiting and waiting.
Oh my goodness, that wind. Maybe if I go to the invocations, let's see.
Yeah, well, part of the problem is it likes to it likes to like go through the window, and it makes like a whistling sound through the window. Do I need to hit it again?
Hold on. Do I hit it again? I don't see. Here, let me refresh.
Every time I'm like,
it takes a couple seconds to update sometimes, but
I'm like, we're gonna get this far done, and then Azure's like, nope.
Oh no, let's have 20 million errors to debug.
But you know what though? I think this is like an honest look at like for our students tuning in on, like this is what that goes into making a project is like when we built the turn up timer, if you guys could see the footage, if we had footage of Adrian and I figuring out, we couldn't publish that footage because it would just be us screaming
beep,
UTC
beep.
time constantly.
Y'all, I'm going to do this in Netlify.
Where isn't it popping up here? Let's see.
Should I hit it again?
Yeah, let's try it again. That's weird. I didn't see anything in the logs.
I spent all day today trying to get 2 unit tests to work. Yeah, I've been there. I'm writing something. I'm writing something for Ruby on Rails, which is not something I normally do. And the tests say that the thing should not work, but the thing works. And so I don't know what's going on. And I'm like
I almost am enjoying the fact that this isn't going super seamless because this is just a realistic view of like, like even just scoping and expectations when you're building a project. Like, oh yeah, I can build that for you in 5 weeks. And we're like,
there we go. We got stuff.
Okay.
Online notification for test broadcasters sent. And we have a message ID. So that means Lorena, there better be an event
something
there.
this time. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. I stopped looking at it because it kept not giving me anything. So
the watch pot
this is the main event.
So
Are you ready?
6 minutes ago, so let me refresh it.
Oh my gosh.
She's gonna refresh it, and there's gonna be like 5 of them in there.
Error.
Unless I'm in the wrong place on the Courier dashboard, I still don't have anything.
Can I share your screen?
Yeah. It's still there. So
what?
We'll just have this thing from now, like 45 minutes ago when we logged in.
Can you like hold down Shift and refresh?
Yeah. Yes, I can.
This is just.
Sorry, and I have a distressed dog on my lap, so my hand functions are limited. It's loading.
Hand pug syndrome.
Did you? Yeah. I think it was a TikTok or whatever, or maybe a reel. I don't know, but it was this lady who had a pug, and she got like one of those exercise bike desks, and the pug was sitting underneath. So every time the pedal came around, it would like pet it. And it's like unlimited pets.
Oh my gosh. Pet to scroll. I love that.
Yeah, I still have just this one message from when we signed in.
That's not fun. Okay, let me. Okay, I'm gonna do. Give me a second. I'm gonna call using the API and see. Actually, you know what?
Wait, I think I hear it.
I think I know why it's not showing up here, and that's because we're sending to a list that doesn't have any recipients, and so there's no messages to show up.
So
I think I heard a pug.
Make a recipient. Did you hear the pug?
I think I heard a.
Yeah.
Why don't you, in the private chat, do you want to send me your
Here, I'm gonna unshare your
phone
screen
number?
Okay. Yes, I will send you my phone.
Because I will create you a profile.
I'm loving those sounds, just like like a pig in a windstorm.
Like a pig in a like a pig.
This stream has everything: pigs, pugs, wind.
Do you need my email address too for this list, or just my phone number?
I'll
give it to you just in case.
Do both. I'm actually going to open up my other laptop because I've got better tools over there.
Okay, so we gotta record a separate track called "Like a Pig Over Troubled Wind" for the Spotify playlist we're gonna release for this series. Like a pig.
Yeah, she got very distressed. Like she had to bark back when the neighbor dog barked. She ran out the back door.
It's not okay.
But now she's very worried.
I need a pug in my life.
Everyone needs a pug in their life. I approve.
Everyone, look at Adrian's shirt. Pugging it up.
Has a pug on it. Yeah.
Pugging it up.
I can't. It's over there.
With
the pug.
I thought at first I thought it said "pug the planet." I was like, ah!
It says what the pug. Okay.
Hack the pug. Okay, let's see. I'm going to. So for y'all, we're just tuning in. We are just debugging.
Yep. All the debugging. So much debugging.
I mean, that's what it means to. I think this is, I'm not even worried about like finishing by the 5th one because truly we could keep doing this. It's fine. And it's realistic. It's like, this is not what it takes to build a product. Like Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither was this Azure function. So I see what happened. So it's erroring out because it literally doesn't have anyone to send to, probably. Like that.
Yeah.
That happened with the turnip timer too, Adrian. I feel like I'm having deja vu. Like this sounds familiar.
Okay. There's that.
Like a pig snoring in a windstorm. Oh, we got to make you the big boy. A cameo. Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Who is this?
This is Margot.
Margot.
She's very distracted. There we go.
Put the microphone to the snort.
Hi.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Now she's not snorting.
Oh my god. I got to take a screenshot. We're going to get so many new viewers. Hold on. Okay. Everybody get ready to smile. Oh wait, Margot.
She doesn't do anything that you want her to do.
We love. Okay, we're gonna get like 20 new followers on the stream in a sec. We're still live and there's a pug is what I'm gonna tweet.
She's like, why, Mom? Why? I just want to sit here on your lap.
How do you spell Margot's name?
Margot. She's pretentious. She has a silent T at the end of her name.
Come meet.
Oh, can you imagine a pug with headphones? We don't have to imagine.
Oh no! Let me get the screenshot ready.
I was like, keep filling.
Oh my gosh, wait, I gotta take a pic. Oh gosh. Okay, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, listening to the beats. Listen to the beats. Oh, this is the content. Work it, Margot. Work it. Oh my gosh, I hear a little wheeze. It's perfection.
Over it.
She's like,
it came to this lap for snuggles, not for photograph.
Come bring your Azure Functions questions to Margot. We need to.
She's a pro. She'll answer them all for you.
Okay.
MARGOT, right?
I'm going to go ahead and fire off another one while we're doing this.
Okay.
Because I created a profile for you and I added you to the list.
Cool.
Actually, can we see your screen?
Yeah. Here, let me share yours. I will share your Courier.
And I'm going to tell you, do exactly what I say.
Okay.
Cool.
Go hit lists up at the top.
Yeah.
And
oh, look, I have a list.
You have a list.
arena.twitch.online, which you put in our
and I was going to have you go look at your recipient, but it would likely show your phone number and email address, and we don't want to do that. So
I'll double check that after we're not screen sharing my screen anymore.
Yeah.
But it's probably there. If the list is there, then probably the things you put in the list are also there. Cool.
Very possible. Okay, so now go back to messages.
Mm-hmm.
And fingers crossed. Oh!
Yes!
Yeah!
We got a thing!
Okay, so if you click on it now.
Look at this thing.
Heck yeah.
And so it's going to say it's not delivered because it's not mapped. So we haven't said that the whatever we ended up calling that event, Twitch_online, it doesn't go to a notification. So if you go to event received, you're going to see all of the information that was sent over.
Event received
in the timeline on the left.
On the left.
Down.
Aha, I see it. I see it. Okay. Yeah,
and
look at all that.
Look at all that information.
Look at that sweet
Dang.
JSON.
And it's we love the color scheme.
Yeah.
I don't know what one that is, but
I have one viewer who's watching me. This is amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know who's
me.
Hello, viewers. Okay, so let's
open
very
yours
quickly. If you want to copy from line 4 down to line 31.
Okay. Yes. Copy.
And then just copy that.
Yeah.
Now let's go. You can close this.
Okay.
And go over to notifications, which is the palette.
The palette, yeah.
The painter's palette.
Yes.
And let's find the notification we made last time.
Perfect.
And
Twitch online alert.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And what I want to do is go to preview.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And hit create test event.
Okay.
And highlight line 2 and paste.
Okay.
Because we're replacing that data with the one that you pasted.
With all this beautiful data.
Okay. And then name where it says untitled event, just give it a name like online event or something like that.
Sorry, where
there's a text box above where it says valid JSON. It says untitled event.
Oh, yes, got it. Sorry, I was looking in the code.
Twitch online or something like that. Twitch sample, that also works. And then hit create test event.
Mm-hmm.
And so what this does is now whenever we go back and want to put in like who is live and things like that, we have data that it will use to preview this.
Nice. Cool.
So if we were to do, actually, can you go back? Can you hit view test events? It's under Twitch sample.
Twitch sample. Sorry, looking. View. Yes, view test events. Yeah.
So if we do data dot broadcaster and then keep going down, scroll down.
Dot name.
I think we want to do for this one. I don't know why. Like your name is all lowercase. It looks weird, but that's the way it came.
Well, so with Twitch, everything is automatically all lowercase, but then you can do your display name to add custom capital.
So I think what we'll do is we'll just use display name. So capital N. All right. So now we know it's data.broadcaster.display name. Cool. So go ahead and close this. And go back over to design.
Design.
Up at the top. Yeah.
Starting to work my way around it.
Click on that block, the text block.
Yeah.
And highlight Lorena.
Yeah, and we're going to replace that with like a variable, a plugin thing, right?
So just backspace and then do open curly, and then data. We don't need to do data.
Oh, okay.
Because it's it knows to look in data first. So it's broadcaster.
Broadcaster dot display name
with a capital N. And then in curly. And that should turn green.
Oh, it did.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
And then click off of that block somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you can go back to preview and it will update. Hey. And so like we could also put that like in the subject and things like that.
And we can like use that same style to like add a picture that's like the thumbnail screen grab and all that.
Yeah, actually, let's do that because that would be cool. Let's go back to view test events so we can make sure we know what it looks like.
Cool.
And so that's going to be stream.thumbnail URL.
Thumbnail URL. Okay, with capital U. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so then you can close that.
Yeah.
And let's go back to design.
Yeah.
Cool. And then you can click the little mountain, the little picture icon.
Oh.
No, that's marked down.
Yeah, no. You said mountain and I heard M. Look at this giant M. Let me click on that.
And so click on where it says upload image, but it's not actually. Or I guess hit the little pencil.
Okay.
That popped up above it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look. Okay.
And for image path, and we're going to use a variable, so do an open curly.
Okay. And then that was
stream
dot something URL.
Thumbnail URL with a capital U.
Yeah, with just a capital thumbnail URL. I think that was it.
Yeah, it's not going to turn green there.
Okay.
And then hit apply.
Apply. Look at that. Okay.
Okay. And then now we should be able to go back to preview.
Preview. Bibbidi-boo. Look at that. Beautiful capture.
Gorgeous.
With none of us looking at the camera.
It's because it pulls. It's the image that's happening at the time that the image is loaded.
I didn't know you could do that.
It's very possible that everyone who opens this photo or opens this email will get a different thumbnail.
Oh, wow.
Because and then also, if they open the email after, then they'll see like nothing.
What? So
because it's point in time.
Whatever's happening at that moment.
Yeah, at the moment that the URL is hit.
Oh my gosh, knowing me,
actually, if you,
it's gonna be so unflattering every single time.
If you hit design and then preview again.
Okay.
I bet it refreshes that.
Okay, let's see design, and then we'll go back to preview again, and we'll see what it looks like now.
As everybody, but
oh my gosh, everyone look cute.
Okay, scroll down.
I feel like
I think it's the same one.
Oh,
okay, so let's see whenever we pulled
it might be cached on our site.
Yeah. So now we just have to look cute all the time and be in flattering poses all the time. Just
okay, and so go ahead and hit publish changes.
Okay, publish changes. Yes.
Soft Taco Raider says, so this is pretty cool. I know a lot of streamers that have their whole pre-stream ritual 5 minutes ahead of time to share on all the social media platforms. Yeah, that's exactly why we wanted to build this project, because it sucks.
Yeah.
And the last thing I want to do is so hit the little cog gear next to notifications.
Next to yes.
And now we want to map that event to this notification.
Okay.
And so if you go to events under settings.
Yes.
And what? Oh, it's because Oh, there it's Twitch alert. We did Twitch online. Let's just add. Okay. Don't close it.
Add
it doesn't
another
matter. And then click on Twitch online.
Okay. Twitch.
You can just click on it.
Yeah, it's there. Sorry, yes. Yes.
Cool. Okay, and so just go ahead and close that out.
Yeah, I think that's just what we thought we would name it last week when we were when we were making our template.
And you know what? Just for fun, let's hit go to SMS.
Yes.
And you'll notice that it is now using the variable because you set that up.
Yes, it is.
And let's go. Do you see in the library you have the image?
Yes.
So go ahead and drag that over and drag that at the end.
Boop, 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 boop.
SMS is kind of special. Like whenever this actually renders for SMS, it's going to show it as a URL. And as long as that URL is at the bottom, it will be unfurled.
Okay.
So the way we have it right now, if I was to hit this again, because of the way your profile is set up, it would send you an email because you have both an email and a phone number, and that you can think of this as a priority queue. So it's going to say, does she have an email? Oh, she does. Great. I'm going to send it and I'm going to stop. If you were to drag SMS above email,
let's do that.
Then it would go, does she have a phone number? Oh, I'm going to send a text and then stop.
Cool.
So go ahead and hit publish changes.
Okay.
And I can actually fire this off again, and then you can tell us if you got a
I'm very excited.
Oh my gosh,
I was so excited the first time that like my Twilio worked when I was building my full stack app for school.
It worked. It worked for me. Hold on, let me share my screen. It's all successful.
Oh, I was like, how do you have her phone?
Here, let me share. I have her phone. She's only a couple miles away. Look at that.
I don't have a text message yet.
It's not a bunch of words. Oh, wait, it is.
I mean, there's still going to be. Okay. Well, Lorena, what you can do is go to your Courier logs.
Okay.
And see if it actually went out okay.
Yeah.
I'm sharing your screen, Lorena.
If perhaps it is a problem with my Twilio.
Oh, you know what it is? Hold on, before you go anywhere. Yeah. Do you see how we are not plugged in? We forgot to actually set integrations for these.
Oh.
So if you hover over them and then click the little cog that pops out.
Oh, we just have to like turn it on.
We have to like say, so hit add integration.
Add integration. Okay. I thought I did prep work on this, but
and then click on Twilio.
Okay, cool. So I configured these earlier, but we didn't connect them.
Right, you didn't connect it to this notification. Okay. So then go ahead and hit the X on this.
Okay, and then we can do the same for email with the send grid. Cool, nice. Okay, so that's good to know. Even though I integrated it, I didn't turn it on for this specific project.
On the left under integrations, we're going to add it. Yeah.
It's terrible eyesight.
And then hit send
I'm going to do send grid because that's the one I set up.
Go ahead
and then okay.
And so what this allows you to do is,
and then we want to publish changes, right?
Go ahead and publish changes. Okay. But like if you had multiple text providers, you could have added them all. And then you could have set like added conditions for when to use each one. Same thing with email. You could have added them all. And I think we added to where we could actually have them like fall back. So if like SendGrid was down, it would go to your next one.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah. I think we set that up with the turn-up timer, right?
No, it's only using SendGrid. If SendGrid is down, we just don't find out anything from her. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and run this again.
Yes. Maybe I'll get a text message this time.
Did you?
Oh my gosh.
Fingers crossed.
I heard a text.
What's it look like?
Wait, I'm going to make you the big boy. Hold on. I'm going to make you the big boy.
Okay.
It didn't unfurl the... Darn it.
But it worked.
Yeah. It did.
Dang.
That.
Yes.
And because I'm a cheapskate, I hooked it up to the same Twilio phone number that operates both of my apps that I've built.
A lot of people do that. So
that's how to do it.
I mean, because there's a $20 minimum on Twilio, and I don't want to have 3 different accounts that I had to send $20 into when I have not even used $5 of the 20 that I had to load in for my app that I deployed in HackRight. So
wait, y'all, it worked and we got it working.
We
It's
did.
so exciting.
So the only thing we haven't actually done is subscribe to. So I have been like triggering these myself.
Right.
The last thing that we would want to do is set up tell Twitch to start sending events to this function.
Nice.
Yes.
Do we want to power through and do that? I mean,
we've been streaming for 2 hours.
Yeah, I think
so.
I think it's something that quickly we can do next time.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel good about what we got done. Like
we did a lot of debugging, y'all.
I'm looking. Oh, here, let me share what I'm sharing.
Because before next time, what I'll do is I'll walk you through setting up your Twitch CLI so you can do it through there, and I'll have things ready so you can just copy and paste them in.
So let's see. Can we did a couple of these things. We queried the Twitch API.
We did that, yeah. And we made the call to Courier.
Oh my gosh, look, we can put emojis.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Check it out. Dang. Okay, and then we made a call to Courier.
And we sent their notifications to various channels.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Remember how last week we didn't get to check any of them or the one before, and now we're like
next week we'll check off that first bubble whenever we have the subscription set up.
Nice.
On
Twitch
this one?
Nope.
Oh.
We're not doing that because of the way
because Twitch hasn't updated theirs.
This one, you mean?
Right? Yeah. That one will finish next week. That's the little final step.
That's the one where we'll actually set it up to start sending notifications for her.
Stefan says, "Congrats, y'all! Thanks, thank you."
And maybe a little
take the village.
Maybe a little homework for Lorena between now and then is to play around with Courier and build out those notifications. So we currently only used a couple variables, but there are places in there. Yeah. And there's like in the subject line that could probably use a variable. So that way, if we were to set up, say, it to send online notifications for you and Chloe, it would have the right things. So play around with that.
The fun, crafty part of it to play with the notification.
Maybe you can show off we can show off your notifications next week as well.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Yeah. I'm excited, y'all. I'm going to be putting together a playlist on my YouTube channel that I'll make sure to link on Twitter of all of the episodes we've done of this so far, because I think, honestly, we've been learning a lot, but thank you to everybody in the chat who's been helping us along the way. This has been so fun to build this with the community at large. And we got a pug involved this time.
Yes, we did.
We got some great pictures, which I have tweeted, of the pug and headphones that I've tagged both of you in, so make sure to check those out. Great, y'all. This was fun.
Yeah.
I thought for a moment there it wasn't going to happen, but then I found that one line in the air, and look at us now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, and we debugged that one, and then we debugged 10 more things after that. So,
yeah, I mean, if anything,
you guys debugged 10 more things after that.
We're really just teaching the children of BitCamp and Bit Project, realistically how products are made, because I think it's really fake how we watch these demos and we go through these blog posts and we're like, it's super easy, but in reality, just this stuff can get kind of complicated sometimes, and this is how you do it. This is fun.
And that's literally what I was running into with this take home last week. It was just do this thing, and I was like, great, I just did that thing, but it didn't work. So where in your docs does it tell me what to do now?
That just says to me that they need better docs, and they could have used you as someone to improve their docs, Lorena. So if
I get this job, I think that'll be part of maybe what I'll be doing.
Heck yeah. Hire Lorena, y'all. I linked in my chat to both Adrienne and Lorena's Twitch channels now that Lorena is streaming with us live every week. And hire Lorena, of course. Use Courier. Sign up for Courier, obviously. And everyone, and oh my gosh, protect yourself from the wind, Adrienne. I can still hear it.
Be safe up there. On the 7th floor.
I'm used to it now. Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're going to end it for tonight, but we will see you next week when we'll build the front end. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So exciting.
Woo.
Bye, fam. I'm going to go get my Mario items in Animal Crossing.
Get them.
Bye.
Bye.